Hey, hey, boss. Hey, how are you today? It's your girl, LaShonda Henry here, aka Sister Sense. Always excited to jump on here and share some things you can do to work on your money, your marketing, and your sales goals too. One, two, three, productivity. That's our conversation for today. We are actually on day number 5. As I mentioned before, for the last few days, what I wanted to do was actually take a little pause when it comes to our conversations around constant tongue tied content creation content creation and implementation. What I wanted to do was actually to pause those content creation implementation conversations so that we can talk about productivity, because at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what I say. At the end of the day, what matters is how productive you are, right? So I wanted to kind of share some productivity hacks with you guys over the last few days. Today is, as always, another mwah, KISS, keep it seriously simple conversation when it comes to productivity. So I've got a few questions for you. But before we get there, let me say welcome to my OGs and my newbies. Thank you for joining me here. Again, I'm always excited to share those things that you can do to work on your money, your marketing, and your sales goals too. So if you are enjoying this series thus far, I would appreciate it if you could subscribe, turn on the live notifications so you can see when I'm live, so you can jump on here with me. And of course, if you're catching me on the replay side, drop into the comment box, hashtag replays rock. So with that being said, let me get some questions to you and out of my head when it comes to productivity. Um, One of the things that I like to talk about is the fact that life happens. And when it comes to being productive, sometimes life can just kind of throw a wrench in your goals. You ever wake up with the best of intentions and then the day doesn't quite go your way? Like, one of my favorite quotes is, you can run the day or let the day run you. And sometimes, I'm going to be honest with you, the day just runs. It runs you ragged. Maybe your mind, or you're like, oh my god, there are all these different things that I want to do. Your mind is right, but then things don't quite work out that way. You want to, but you don't want to, right? Your mind wants to, but at the same time your mind doesn't want to, or your mind wants to but your body doesn't want to. With that being said, I like to keep it seriously simple. My encouragement, or my word of encouragement for you today, is to think about at least 3 things that you can say, I want to do that so I can feel accomplished. And I'm going to be honest with you, there's a lot that I have on my plate. I always talk about having a full plate and how you go from full plate to fully focused. And in that space, to avoid overwhelm, I'm like, okay, I can't. There's just too much. So I'm going to do this, and this. And if I could do anything else, yay. But those 3 things. Can you identify either 3 things that you can do today? I don't know what time zone it is for you, but I mean, it's a little late in the day for me. But I'm going to be honest with you, some of my night owls, this is when their work day, as far as working on their business, begins, right? Whether you identify 3 things that you can do today or things that you can do tomorrow, give yourself some space, give yourself some grace. A lot of times people they're not as productive as they would like to be, because it's all or nothing, right? It needs to happen perfectly. You need to have the perfect time, the perfect space, and you need to be able to get all of it done. If you can't get all of it done the way you want it to, then it's getting none of those things done. For me, done is better than perfect. And so I just try to give myself a little bit of lenience and say, okay, I get it. Maybe there's a lot going on in your mind or a lot going on in your world. So can you at the very least do dot, dot, dot? So, with that being said, I don't know if you know this, but I want to say maybe a week ago, I was in New York and then I came back. And so I had to catch up, right? And I'm still to some degree just kind of getting back into the swing of things, right? Because I was there for almost pretty much a week. So in that space today, I was able to do some client work. I was able to follow up with a few emails. And I was able to, this is the biggest, most important one of them all, lean in. Okay. I was able to take a big freaking break. Yes, I know it's Monday. It's not Sunday. It's not Saturday. But I gave myself time blocks to work on stuff for clients, to check in with the few people I needed to, and then I gave myself the space to take a freaking break. Because at the end of the day, I always say you got to break before you're broken. Sometimes we just need, like, even if you wake up with the best of intentions and you're like, I'm going to do this, 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 this. If you don't take breaks, your body will take them for you. They'll just say, it's just time. It's just time. I know that you don't want to, but it's just time. I mean, for real. So you've got to find the time to give yourself that time if need be. And that's all I'm going to say about today. Now, out of curiosity, hey, Monique, hey, Janae, welcome, ladies, welcome, ladies. Feel free to kind of just check in with me and let me know what it is that you decide to do. Okay. Because again, I know that you could possibly have a laundry list of things you want to do. And I know that life happens. I know that we get tired sometimes. And I know that we feel defeated sometimes. And we just don't want to do all the things that we have to do. And then in those instances, I just try to get at least 3 things done before I take my head and I hit it on that pillow on that bed, right? So just a little productivity recommendation, okay? Done is better than perfect. If you could just go to bed and feel like you accomplished a few things on your list that you're able to knock out and figure out how to do, more power to you, okay? So that's it for today. Keep it simple. Take breaks if you need to. Do at least 3 things. Doesn't have to be 3 huge things. No. But just a few things that are going to help you feel like you're growing and you're progressing in some way. And that's it for today. Alrighty, my dears. Till tomorrow. Take care. Mwah.